next speaker has a degree in economics from Stanford and has authored 2 books on investing. And he's currently the CEO of Money Intel. Please welcome Monte Malhotra.
So I don't know why he did that since he's my co-founder. And he could have been a lot more informal about this. But we had a great speaker for you, Anna Diaz. She unfortunately couldn't make it at the last minute. And so I'm going to share some thoughts of what her presentation was about with you guys. And her speech was focused on how to find your startup idea. And we have a lot of great speakers here with you today that have talked about their journeys, their stories, the ups and the downs that they've gone through. But I think one of the things that is really hardest for young people is how to think about what is that passion that they work on. And there's a lot of pressure for young people like ourselves to find that passion. And we had a young lady who asked Parag, our keynote, what do you do if your passion doesn't make money or you don't know what your passion is yet? It's really easy to say that your startup idea, this revolutionary idea that we go and work on, should be some multi-billion-dollar idea that's fundamentally transforming the way the world works. But at the ages in high school and college and as young adults, I don't know if we all have that. And so just to share a few thoughts about our journey at Money Intel and some ideas that Anna had, how do we as young adults really think about the idea that we want to spend working our time on as young entrepreneurs? And first and foremost, just as all the other speakers had said, it is a really hard journey. And I think that the idea of narrowing down opportunities is a really hard one. And there's so many ideas out there, and it's not immediately obvious what the best idea to work on is. I was just joking with Andrew last week. It's almost been 5 years exactly since Uber was founded. And when Uber was founded, I joked that this was going to be shut down in a week because it was one of the worst ideas I've ever heard of. Who needs a taxi hailing app when there's a bunch of taxis that you can just hail for free? And 5 years later, it's probably the most profitable and fastest growing startup ever. And so the takeaway I learned from that, from my own experience, is that there's a lot of people who are going to tell you that something is a ridiculous idea. But going to everyone's point that's spoken earlier, it's do you have that conviction that no matter what people are going to tell you, because people don't understand what you want to work on, do you see that change that you want to make? And that's really, I think, the fundamental idea that we should take away as young entrepreneurs. Is there something that we think should be offered or changed or done differently that we don't have today? And when those ups and downs and those roller coasters happen, that's really what puts you through. And because the other concept is just when you offer a service today as a new company, if you just offer something that's marginally better than what exists out there, why would someone buy something from you that's just a little bit better than what a multi-billion-dollar company is going to offer? A multi-billion-dollar company can easily just figure out what you did, go and offer it, probably do it better than you can. Because they have tons of ways to make money, they'll probably give it away for free. And you'll spend 2 years of your life working on something that a bigger company just incorporated into their product. And so you really have to feel that the change that you're making is a change that's worthwhile. And it really doesn't matter to other people what that change is. There's a lot of people who are going to tell you that your idea is really bad and that your idea shouldn't be worked on, or that your idea is just something that a bigger company is going to do. But the question is, do you fundamentally believe that that change should happen? And I was lucky that I found a great co-founder in Andrew. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, buddy. But for us, that was changing the retirement space. And we think that the way people save for retirement today is broken. And so how can we help companies offer better retirement plans, offer them with good quality investments, and give people the financial advice that they need? And we were frustrated with this idea ourselves. And that's really what you guys should think about when you start your idea is, like Anthony mentioned, de-risk it. How can you find your network of people? How can you find people around you in your ecosystem that you can go and talk to? Other people who are your friends, mentors in the community. Even if people tell you your idea is ridiculous, there's a lot that you're going to learn from that. And take that and evolve it and keep working forward until you know that you have learned everything that you can about your space and that you're ready to go work on your idea. And I know entrepreneurship has become a really cool thing here in Silicon Valley, particularly for us young people. But there's really no rush to become an entrepreneur or to become successful. And that's really the last thing that I'd like to share with you, is life is a really, really long journey. And there's really no need to feel that by the age of 22 or the age of 25 or by the age of 30, and Shubham's going to be speaking here in a little bit. He's 14. He's already started his own company. But there's really no rush to feel like you have to go and start your company tomorrow. Really learn and take the opportunity to find what will drive you and what's going to motivate you through these ups and these downs, and what is that change that you want to see happen in the world. And when you find that, you'll know it. There's just, it's a, I don't, I've been told it's like when you find someone who you want to marry, it's like your spouse, that you just know, there's no other way to describe it. It's just an internal feeling and the level of energy and excitement that you have, that you know that this is what your calling is to be. And so just to summarize, there really is no rush to what you have to work on. And it's really hard to find your passion, but I think it comes through just going through life and finding the big pain points that you have and what you want to see better in your own life. And if you go talk to enough people and you go talk to your friends, you'll find your team, you'll find your idea, and you'll find the pain points that are worth solving. And if you go through that journey with your eyes wide open and willing to learn and willing to work harder than anybody else, you're going to be the next successful entrepreneur. Thank you.